Okay, then we're starting. Just emphasizing here that this is my first cast, so don't expect much of it.
Oh, this is only my third. This gonna be fun. Don't worry about it.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, a
We're
Freya
already in the
band, Nemesis
bands.
band, and a Baba Yaga band.
Yeah, looking normal there. Freya, Nemesis, Baba, and Kali, Ravana, Mercury.
I'm surprised that Ulla isn't banned.
And Bakasura, first pick. And it is, okay. I mean, yes, best option out of the AA assassins left. Immediate Kepri lock from the Weiners. And then they're looking for... let's see what they're looking for first here.
Honestly, I think I'd much rather see a Uller pick from the spaced out team. Uller's just too good. He's pretty much a self carry god. I don't know if you guys saw the SPL last night, but solo troll pick Uller in solo, and he just absolutely carried the game. Like he couldn't do it. Final K couldn't do anything against him. Uller's just too good. Uller has been way too good for the past million years, to be honest.
Yeah,
So I'm
there's
really
been a lot of... It's gonna be the Jing Wei. I guess they're just wanting to lag it to farm for a late game and be safe against Ginger. Because we know Ginger wants that 1v1 in lane, and I guess they just don't want Laga to fall behind. That's gonna be really safe duo for Weiner Brigade with Kepri and Jingwei.
Yeah, so far they're really trying to counter the Bakazura. It's gonna be hard for this dual lane to die.
Yeah, so probably Spaced Out will be looking for putting pressure somewhere else now. It's gonna be Lena playing mid for them today, so we'll see what she's gonna pick. And looking like the Artemis for Ginger. And it is. He really likes that pick. And we
Really?
see some...
And
Yeah,
Artemis against the Gabriel and the Jingwei. That's interesting.
I mean,
Is
Jing
that...
against Jingwei, it's pretty much just a wash.
yeah.
But, I mean, if
Oh,
you can catch a Kepri and the Morrigan from Lena...
I do like the Morgan pick here. I actually love it. She can either double Artemis ult or double Bakazura ult. And either one is just really good here.
And it's always, when you pick the Morrigan, the enemy team has to decide, do they want to give them a good transformation?
Yeah, do they want to go with a really good comp and give Morgan really good transformations, or go with a really bad comp and just give Morgan bad transformations? But in this case, I think they just go for a good comp anyway, because Morgan already has really good transformations anyway, so they might as well just go for the best comp they can make.
It's a Cyrus. Last pick before the bans. Not sure if that's gonna be for the solo or jungle. Cthulhu immediately, don't want that double Cthulhu. And Vamana. I really don't understand where Vamana just appeared out of nowhere. Just one weekend, he's even in SPL and even on mid.
Yeah, but I guess that just happens all the time, right? People play one thing in the SPL to troll, and then it actually does good, and then people are like, "Oh wow, this pick is amazing. Let's play him everywhere now." And
I mean, yeah, that happens to a lot of gods. People just kinda... God gets like counter for one weekend and then it just feels bad. People forget it. They just remember that, wait, maybe he's not that bad.
Yeah, wait, this guy is actually really good. We should play him more. All the time.
I mean, that. And Persephone ban. Ban's looking, well, there's nothing really specific jumping out except the Vamana for me. That seems really. I mean, it's not necessarily a target ban because I don't think Weiner Brigade has played Vamana, but I guess just don't want to deal with Vamana with the low mobility backline that Spaced Out has. Artemis.
Honestly, I would love to see a Hebo pick from the Brigade. Because if Bakuzura even tries to go on the backline with a Hebo there, he's just gonna get one-shotted. And if he doesn't get one-shotted, Jingwei can just clean up with the Kebri ult anyway. So if they pick a Hebo, then that's gonna be perfect for them. I think so anyway.
I mean, yeah, Hebo in this is Achilles, so that, I mean, it doesn't tell which one it is, but it's gonna be a warrior jungle anyway.
What do you think would be better here? Ozari jungle or Achilles jungle?
I feel like I would probably like Osiris a little bit more here in jungle.
Mm.
Put Achilles on solo. There's not too many slows though. I mean, we'll see which one is gonna be. Both are really good. Then a Geb, giving a bit safety for the backline, and a Cullen lock-in for the solo. That's really kind of too. I mean, there's a really good dive potential with Bakasura and Ku, and if the Morrigan just changes to Kuhulan too, or just double Artemis ult and kill the enemy front line, and
Yeah,
Geb
this is
just
kind of huge for the spaced out team. Their team is actually really good. Yu
Geb
Huang.
just.
Hmm.
I haven't really seen much Yuhang play in this league. I mean, people have played it obviously, but I just haven't watched those games.
I mean,
I know that in SPL he's not doing that well.
yeah, I was
At,
gonna say
at least when it comes to win rate.
I feel like he's a good god, but into a Bakazura or Kukulan, I don't know how well he's going to be, to be honest.
I
I
mean,
don't understand.
Kahan might be. I feel like he's pretty decent into Bakasura. You can just 3 when Bakasura ults and then just ult him away from you.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but Bakazura can just chase your jump easily because you're slow as hell on the jump, and then Bakazura can just jump your ult, right? So,
I
and
mean,
then obviously he's gonna have Katana, so it's gonna be really easy for the Bakazura to chase out Huang if he plays it how he should play it, obviously, because players make mistakes. We're all humans, so something could go wrong. Yu Huang could possibly kill Bakazura, but I just don't see this Yu Huang being good into the Bakazura, to be honest.
yeah, it really doesn't provide that much safety into a Bakasura specifically, but I feel like it's also not that bad. The mobility is actually, I mean, Yuhang 3 feels so weird. It feels so slow, but actually it's supposed to give you movement speed, so
Wait, really?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it does state that. But it really feels like you're slowing down.
So, sorry.
Okay.
So, who do you think this Bakazura should be targeting? Early, mid, and late game.
Early game, I always feel like Bakasura should just be farming.
Hmm?
But like, uh, uh, also, I don't even know which one is the jungle for Weiner Brigade. still, because I don't. Okay, the items tell me that it's gonna be Osiris jungle. Um, okay. Starts looking well. Actually, starts are different. Weiner Brigade going for the, I guess, standard. Would you call it? Although I really don't like the start that they're doing. Starting on
This
speed, then
this
to
beat
red.
start, yeah, I don't enjoy it either, to be honest. I'd much rather start on red. Use abilities on red, use abilities on speed, and then just hog harpies to not miss a minion in mid, like this Bakazura and Morgan are doing.
Yeah, I personally do it. You use one ability for red, then go to speed. Then if I'm mid, I always go straight to mid lane, and the jungle goes to back harpies. You both get level 2. Jungle from harpies, you get from the wave.
Hmm.
You might lose a bit pressure depending on how good your clear is, but on mid I mean. But you should be able to get straight to oracles that way. And the way the Wiener Brigade is doing, they get to wave first, but I mean,
But they
Space
can't
Out
contest
should,
oracles because they have
yeah,
to
because
get the harpies.
they should go straight to harpies, and Wiener Brigade. I mean, Space Out clear is just fine dealing with the wave, and they should just get oracles here. Dual lane, everything's looking normal. There's probably not gonna be much action, I assume. I mean,
I feel like Brigade should try to go for as much action as they can, considering how late game the Geb and the Artemis are in this game, compared to the
yeah, but
Jingwei and Capri.
I mean, I guess Capri is better on lane than Geb, but I really don't feel like Jingwei has the edge over Artemis on lane.
I mean, in a 1v1, not really, but she will be clearing waves a lot faster than him early game. Obviously, as soon as waves aren't really a problem, then there's not going to be much of a difference, but while those waves are a problem, I feel like Brigade has so much more pressure than
That's a
spaced out.
good shield from Mitch there for to Billy, but Lack is dashing in and but doesn't get the last auto there. Really close for a first blood. But Billy has double pots ticking already, so he's gonna be just fine. Losing a bit wave pressure, but they don't even lose the side camps from that. BMG already going for an invade here on the back camps.
And this is exactly what we want to see from a Bakazura, just always farming and always getting the enemy's camps or something.
Just run around the map, eat minions as much as you can. We'll see which way he's gonna focus. I would assume that he is going to try and put pressure on mid. I guess the Yu Huang will be the easiest target on the map. At least, unless he's planning to
Ooh,
gank duo before. Okay, Billy gets blocked. Good shield. Like dashes in, but there's just too many minions in the way.
that could have been a
Really,
really good fight. Ooh. Yeah, that could have been a really good fight for the Jingwei, but she ended up falling in one of the traps and she decided not to beat, which maybe was the wise choice, but I feel like she maybe could have killed if she beats the trap.
yeah, maybe, but there was still good shield from Mage there, and I feel like there was not much else he could have done there. Really good from Billy to holding on to his beads, even when he got blocked. Okay, there's a blink from Osiris. Not sure. I mean, he can get a pit of poke here.
Yu Huang is here.
He is running out of mana though.
Oh, maybe
Good
the
peel from
Osiris is the
Spark
one who's
there.
gonna die.
Yeah,
At
ultimate. Yeah,
colon.
and that is
Nice
first blood for the
job.
Sparkfire. Good ult from Lina there. Just a little bit of overextending from Panchi.
It was a good rotation by the Spark Fury. And also a really good ult by the Morgan because Kukulin is the only person on level 5 right now, so he's really ahead. Well, level 6 now, but
Yeah. Good ult choice there. Getting that first blood for Spark, who is just
oh
okay. There's
no.
an
Nice, nice.
ult from Ginger, but good beats from Lag.
I am really
Gets to
surprised
save.
how the Kepri is level 5 and the Jingo is level 4. And also that the Gep decided not to ult there.
Yeah, I mean, there was gonna be DR anyway, so I don't think they get the kill.
Mm,
I mean, maybe if
Jingo
Ginger
had no
gets,
dash and no beats, so maybe they should at least have tried to go for it, I feel like.
yeah, there was a potential there maybe if they get a at least strap on her, but she was a bit far behind Kepri, and Kepri got level 5 there, so
Yeah,
for
yeah,
most
you're right.
likely could have been an all for all, but
Yeah,
decides
I
to
forgot
save it.
Kepri hit level 5. I wonder how Kepri hit level 5 but Jingwei didn't. What's going on in that farm in duo?
Yeah, I don't know where the Kepri got, or what did the Jingwei lose. Wasn't much, but still.
Meanwhile, Morgan's already at level 7, as well as Gokul and the Yu Huang. God damn. This buck is already
Yeah,
the Golden Blade, so he's gonna start farming a lot right now.
Yuhang also hitting the level 7. Only major difference being on the solo lane. Billy getting okay. That's good beats from Billy, and he's gonna be just fine. Having to
So,
burn both ults and beats though, so
I do want
they
to know, what do you think about everyone building Golden Blade now? So even ghosts that don't need it at all, like Daji, Mulan, Achilles, in the jungle, I mean. What do you think about that?
um personally I don't like it on gods like Daji. I feel
No,
like
I don't.
you should just go for full power. But
Exactly.
Achilles, I mean Achilles is
Okay,
fine.
maybe
His speed.
Achilles is one of those exceptions of the mate, because even I understand that. But when I see gods like Daji and everyone else is building, oh,
There's a fight starting, but okay, Lina might be in trouble. But good stealth. Get yourself out of there.
oh, is he
BMG
back? Is there
going.
in the back line?
BMG going ham, but
Will he get
a
no?
good route from
Ooh,
Cheeto.
Osiris will
And
get
I
a
feel
kill here.
like BMG is just dead here.
Yeah, Osiris will be.
Oh, good
Oh,
blink, good blink. And yep, really good
nice
peel from
get
Mitch
pill.
there. Gets BMG out there. That's a really good fight from both teams there. No one died,
Yeah, I'm really
even
surprised.
though.
Oh, oh, look a
And
little too
okay,
soon.
yeah. I feel like was BMG going back for that purple buff?
I think it was. I think he decided to. I don't know.
Yeah, because he was already out, but I think he just stayed a bit too long and tried to steal the purple away. That's a decent shutdown for the
Oh, I see
Osiris.
Kukulin doing the enemy jungle as well now.
Yeah, I feel like Skalen is just gonna have a field day on the solo lane now. The first blood and the lead he got. It's really not easy to take a lead away from Kakalan.
Oh,
Just slamming some damage. Looking at builds, there's no okay.
oh, oh!
That's a nice
What
solo
a
kill from Billy there.
play! Artemis did really well by holding ult until the Jingwei got up in the air, so she couldn't actually dash away. So that was actually really good by the Artemis right there.
Yeah, really well timed from Billy there.
I do feel
Both
like the.
80.
Sorry,
Yeah,
go on.
you were saying it's just say first. I'm just gonna talk about the builds then. Both ADCs going for similar builds, but I see Billy going light
Ultimate,
blade
yeah.
there. Probably gonna be probably an Aussie, I would assume.
Yeah, it'll definitely be an Aussie. Oh, we see the Geb going too deep for no reason.
Yeah, he was stealing the
He did get
offerings.
it, to be honest.
Okay, interesting jump
Oh.
choice from the Bakasura there. And I think he's gonna pay with his life. No,
Oh!
good shell, really good shell. And the shield, and Gebold. It's
We
gonna
see
be
Morgan in the
Lina.
back line. Oh, she
Lina
keeps turning
going
to
for
the
the,
Kukulan.
which is good, but she is alone. But gets out. Will last enough.
I think it was good
Space out
earlier.
going back in.
Oh no.
And Billy pays for his life there. And Mitch is just out. And
Nice.
Lena gets a counter kill there. That's good. 1-for-1 in the end. Weiner Brigade chasing a little bit too far.
Oh, they could turn this around. They could definitely turn this around.
Yes, Parkfura has TP'd in.
Jingwei has no
Jingwei
more
is
mana.
no mana. He's just dead. Uh,
Oh,
or is it? Good root from
why
Geb
did they
there.
stop chasing?
Yeah, Geb rooted, kept rooted, I mean. But still, like I ends up dying. Yeah, I just feel like they chased a little bit too far. They should have just
Yeah, they should have just packed off for sure.
after the Gabe got into the rollout, just leave it. And looking like a pretty free Gold Fury for Space Out because of that. And it is. First Gold Fury in 10 minutes for Space Out. Lead is starting to build up here.
The Soul Laner from Spaced Out is playing really well, actually. He's proccing farm. He's stealing enemy jungle. He's doing really good rotations with and losing minimal farm for it. I think he only lost 1 or 2 waves for that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he only lost 1 or 2 waves, which for 4 kills and 1 Gold Fury is obviously really worth it, considering he's still ahead of the Achilles anyway.
Yeah, he's using the lead he got from the first blood really well. BMG almost getting caught up on the back, but just in time. We need Brigade just looking for something. Probably a
Oh no.
purple invade here. Good trap from Billy. Good ult.
They
Or
could turn
Osiris
this
ult.
around with
Good
Capri
beats.
ult.
Good beats too. So that he's just gonna take the purple and walk away.
But I don't know, shouldn't Morgan really be turning into Kukulan in teamfights?
At this stage, I feel like that is by far the best for transformation.
Hmm.
Later on, maybe changing it up to maybe an Artemis or a Yuhang, probably.
I was gonna say, I feel like an Artemis is probably the best option right now. They have 2 Artemis ults, that's two 2 second stuns on the whole enemy team. That's really, really good.
I mean, that is really good, but at this
Oh, that's
stage,
one that Capri.
I just, okay, there we go.
There
There's
you
the
go. There's
Artemis
the
ult,
Artemis.
but just gets a Capri ult and the Yuhang ult. And, well, that's 2 ults for 2 ults, I guess.
Morgan doing a lot of damage with her kit right now. Do more of the item that gives the most power in. Ooh, here's a fight between the junglers.
I don't really think that BMG
Osiris.
should be taking this, though.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
mean,
say
he's,
Osiris.
uh,
He does not win that fight in a million
I
years.
mean, depends how you time it. If you can just get the 3 from Bakasura with your 3, then you should win it, but he just chased that too far after his 3 ended.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I feel like if they were in just a normal
And
1v1.
that's also an interesting pluck from Albi there. He could have just dashed under tower, forcing
Yeah,
BMG to decide if he wants to jump in under the tower to take that kill.
he could have just gone away from the Bakasura, but he decided to block him for some reason. To pull him, I mean.
This game is just kind of starting to spiral out of control for Weiner Brigade.
Yeah.
Lead is only 6k at the moment, but it is spread out quite evenly almost everywhere. Billy's with 3-level lead on ADC. Yeah, 6.5k gold and 6.2 experience at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, Kukulon doing amazing rotations, amazing plays, like still in jungle. Oh, we do see a low. Ooh, really good Capriole, but
Good,
will he
good
survive
Capriel, but
anyway?
yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, and I feel like Osiris. Well, Osiris. Okay, Osiris decides to up
He
down
jumped
for the
in.
pause,
That is a
and
kill.
he gets the shutdown on BMG, but he's also gonna die for that. So in the end, that's 1 for 2, and it doesn't really help to breach out down the gap.
Oh,
It's just
this is
gonna
a mid tower being pushed and the kill on the Capri.
that that's just this is things are really getting out of hand now. Uh,
And with that, they increase the goal lead by almost 7k.
when did they even get Pyro? I didn't even realize that Pyro's down. Big Joe really in trouble here. Has to ult
Yes,
out. Let's see the builds at this point. I really, I've been seeing this Yohang build somewhat now.
yeah, I saw it.
I'm really not a big fan of this.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday in the game, and when I saw that Myrdin stuff being built, I was like, what's going on here? Why they building Myrdin stuff? I mean,
Stuff of Mirrodin is definitely an item that needs to be experimented on a bit more. I really don't see people using that. It has potential, but I personally haven't tested it that much.
I feel like before the rework, it was a really good item, but with this new rework, it doesn't really fit many gods, and I don't think Yu Huang is one of the gods where it does actually fit him.
Mm,
We do
maybe,
see
but
Kukulon chasing the Yu Huang. They are forcing a fight here. Gold is up.
that is just a terrible feeling to be a mid laner when an enemy solo laner 2 levels above you is just chasing after you.
Near your tier
There's
2 as well.
there's not just much you can do. Forcing Capri ult and Yuhong ult there. That's looking another free Fury for spaced out there.
Yeah, for sure. Achilles knows he can't even contest
Yeah,
it as
Achilles
well.
is going back to farming. Capri
Oh,
trying for a
this could be a third
steal,
Capri right
and
here.
he's just gonna pay for his life here.
Yep.
This could honestly, this could be a fire giant. It's a bit early for that, but I feel like the lead they have, they could be going for that, or
I feel like they could.
at least forcing a response. But with Billy going left, I don't think we're gonna see that.
So,
Yep.
where do you think this game went wrong for the Brigade? Because don't get me wrong, they could definitely still come back. Because late game, in my opinion, oh, actually no, Spaced Out does have a better late game, but they could still come back if they take a really good fight. But where do you think the game went wrong for them?
I don't know if there was a single. I mean, the first blood for Kakaland really helped,
Yeah, for sure.
and Spark was really good at pushing that lead and keeping the lead for a long time. But I don't know if there was a single moment where it just kind of spiraled out slowly.
We do see the Kebri and the Yu Huang trying to gank an Artemis, but there's so many wars there that they just can't do anything.
Yeah, and Artem is still having well beats. Bill is actually
The
going for
Artemis has
Blink.
Blink!
I mean, gotta
Oh,
respect that
is
this
this a
isn't,
fire giant
and
call by the
they're
Spaced
just,
Out
I
team?
guess they're just looking for how fast the response is gonna be, and Weiner Brigade is
They can
there.
take this fight, and they will take this fight.
They kind of have to, and that's a good shutdown for Big Joe and Spark with the ult, but they're still gonna lose.
There's a Morgan turning into the
Cheeto is
Bakazura.
dead.
Nice.
Uh,
Oh, the actual Bakazura is dead though. But Lina is
yeah,
still
I don't.
here. Artemis is still here. They can still kill the Achilles really easily. Achilles has no beats, no ult.
Yeah, Achilles is gonna die here. I feel like there's no.
Oh,
Or no, he
oh,
gets out.
Genji is missing all the basics.
And a really good peel from Laga,
Oh
but now he's in
no.
the. That is a really good fight for Winner Brigade. 1 for 2.
for sure.
shutting down. Spark Trail there, getting kill on BMG. Achilles
Achilles is doing
is,
no damage.
and they kill
Ooh.
Mitch too, and Big Joe lives. So Big Joe's still going in and actually getting kill on Ginger. This is a really good fight from Weiner Brigade here.
Yeah, this is really good, and I'm surprised the fight turned out. Oh,
Block
he
on the
missed his. He
Spark,
misses his ult.
missing
He hits the
Kill and
one,
all.
and that's almost our
Osiris
result
has
out.
to, yeah, and he's gonna live. That
I
is a
am
really good fight.
I am really surprised that Spaced Out didn't win that team fight like really hard, considering everyone was clamped up in that little bit, and Bakuzur just ulted everyone. Also Kukulan ult, so Bakuzur was just free basic attack in the whole enemy team, and somehow no one died. I mean, one person died. Sorry, but
I feel like they were just a little bit on different pages where to go after the fire giant pull, because 3 people were going in towards Winnie Brigade and Lena was going behind the pyromancer wall out of the fight.
yeah, she chased out
If they,
the Yu Wang.
yeah, that ended up being the one kill they got out of that. But I feel like they just didn't communicate well enough if they're going to attack or not. If
Oh
Lena
no.
goes with the team there, I feel like they win that fight.
You do see the Artemis going to a fail now, which I don't hate the build, but I feel like he really needs a king size into the Achilles. That Achilles has so much health, and so
Yeah,
does
I
the Capri.
feel like, yeah, knowing how much Billy likes the item, I'm not surprised, and I feel like he is going to build Kins, but it's gonna be probably a late pickup. Meanwhile, Big Man Jesus gets a kill on Panchi. I guess with the help of Spark and the solo lane.
Yu Huang is still finishing his third item when Morgan's already finished fourth for all whole items.
To be fair, those are. I mean, I don't actually even remember how much Stuff of Muting costs. I haven't built the item since. Actually, I haven't kind of
I mean,
built the item
Morgan's build is
ever,
pretty
but
expensive. You go 2.6k from the Spear of Dezu, you go
I mean,
2.8, 2.9 from the Doom Orb, something like that.
is Dizzo that
Oh,
really that expensive? I think Dizzo is just 2.6. Yeah, 2.85 on Doom Orb, 2.550 on Obshard, and but I think probably is a pretty cheap item too. But yeah, she is really ahead in the build and 2 level lead in general.
yeah, we do see.
Level leads all across the board, except now on solo. Big Joe has actually gotten ahead of Spark on solo lane now after
Yeah,
the last team fight where he got the kills.
I was gonna say we do see a lot of level dips in every single lane, and then I looked at
Now
Solo, and that's when I spaced out. I was like, wait, how did this happen? I know
Fire
Achilles has
Giant
been
built from
ahead.
Weiner Brigade, and it is burning pretty fast.
Oh, that is one of
Frenzy
Sunday.
used. Oh, really good
Artemis
pull
Blink
from
ult?
Colin. And Weiner
Oh,
Brigade gets
Brigade
the Fire
secured that.
Giant. BMG is dead. Legosaurus ulting out. Big Joe after Lena. Ult. That is gonna be good peel. Really
Really
good
good
peel
kill
from
by the
Geb there.
Geb.
Artemis ult forcing the beats from Big Joe. But he is gonna live.
Jingo and Gebri surviving 1 HP, that's really good for them. They get Fire Giant and only Osiris dies? I mean, I'll do that trade any day.
Fire Giant, and then jungle for jungle. While your jungle is 2 levels behind. Yeah, that's a really good
Yeah, I'll do that trade
decision
any
from
day of
Wiener
the week.
Brigade. They just have to deal with this Oni minions, and then they might even go for
Even
towers.
my firework create this monster.
I mean,
Yeah, I
there is
don't understand this stuff on Mirrodin either, but it's being built on a lot of Yu Huang players for some reason. Everyone's just 200 IQ, that's why.
kinda feels a bit late for Pen, if you ask me to, because Mirrodin has 10%, but like
Yeah.
Most of pennies only come in like 5th item. To be fair, Morrigan's build is pretty much the same. It's on the 5th slot for upshot, but Morrigan is gonna be transforming into other people
You
in the
think?
fight
I think
anyway.
their builds are quite different.
I mean,
Really
I was
different.
just talking about the placement of the main pen item.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
think Morgan done
otherwise
the
the
right
builds are
thing. What you say?
yeah. Otherwise the builds are completely different. Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like Morgan done the right thing by going a really power item early game and then um flat pen second item. I do feel like the Poly is gonna be really good for her. Obviously, you have to build Poly if you're gonna play Morgan. But I feel like you have to buy fourth item and then third item get something more. I don't know. But you can't really one shot with Poly third item, whereas you can one shot with Poly fourth item. I could be trolling.
It is just for the. I mean, she was ahead, and it's really good burst anyway.
Yeah, she
In a
was.
third slot, so I don't hate it in the third slot either. There wasn't that much fighting anyways before she got the upshot online.
I'm really surprised that Brigade's not pushing anything. They got Fire Giant almost 2 minutes ago. They haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, so far they've only gotten one tower with a solo lane T1 tower, which was already pretty low HP. They're playing a bit scared, I feel like. I mean, they are still like
I mean, yeah,
6k, 7k behind, but Fire Giant should make the gap a little bit smaller anyway. They are still behind in items.
yeah.
I feel like,
Space Out has been 7k up from minute what 10, 12, and it's just been 7k straight set on. Oh, the fight has started.
yeah, I feel like Big Joe is just wanting to fight here. Weiner Brigade's backline is staying really far back. Not sure if they know where
Sparkfear gets
BMG
pulled.
is. Some poke on
Mm.
Spark, but not that much. Albi is taking a lot of bug damage there. Good
Oh,
ult
Ollie
from
dies
Billy.
here. Oh, he ults the wrong person.
Osiris. Osiris
Massive
gonna
ult
need
from the Yuhu Wang. Ozari's alone in backline though.
Lena just running down the whole team.
I'm telling you, this Morgan into Artemis is just where it is. It's just too good.
I feel like that fight was a little bit.
Scuffed by the Brigade. Kebri frontlining with the Achilles for no absolute reason. Kebri got poked too much for no reason at all. And then he ulted the Jingwei when Jingwei is full HP instead of ulting him when he was pretty much dead. Sure, maybe he meant to ult himself, but it's just mistakes like that are gonna lose you a fight completely.
And meanwhile, Osiris just ulting solo into Artemis. You don't win that 1v1 anymore. Just not. It was. Well, pun is not intended, but I feel like the fight was too spaced out from Winning Brigade there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. There was not really much follow up from the Brigade team, whereas there was so much pull from the spaced out team into the Kebri that Kebri just became useless that team fight, especially considering he ulted the wrong person. He ulted Jingo instead of ulting himself.
I mean, I feel like at this point, Kepri never should ult themselves in a team fight.
I mean, normally I wouldn't ever tell a Kebri to ult himself, but if he's 1 HP and he's ulting a full HP carry when he's the one dying, then I feel like he should be ulting himself to give the carries some space or some time to do some damage. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Well, it depends on the situation. I didn't actually see what was going on. I was watching the 1v1 between Panchi and Billy in there, but so I didn't see the ult. Fire Giant has spawned. Still a minute and a half till EFG. Yeah, if I was spaced out, I would probably just hang around here, poke.
Oh, the Artemis
Force.
does a lot of damage to the Capri.
Yeah, especially that was also with the Morrigan proc from the 2. Capri's just not that tanky. Well, he is level 13, so he's so much behind.
Level 13, 29 minutes into the game. I mean, it's really hard for a support to get any XP or gold at all when your team is behind, to be honest. So, oh, Kukulin
Kulang ulting there.
pushing the
Probably
oh,
forcing the
that's
beat out
Achilles
of Big
beats.
Joe, yeah. BMG
They
just split pushing the mid wave.
could commit on the
But
Osiris here.
Cyrus is
But
just chasing him. I really don't feel like there's any point for
they
that.
should really fight this. Gabriel has no mana. He can't really peel or ult anyone. This is the
And
best fight they're gonna get here.
BMG just they're meeting the team, and this is just gonna be a almost
Oh,
full wipe.
oh
Now
my
let's see,
god.
they probably, yep, they're gonna get a EFG from this for free.
Yeah,
Just need
and
to wait for 10
Handspite Giant.
seconds.
And the
10
Brigade
seconds
can't
for the
even contest
ESC.
that.
Yep, they just used
That was a
everything
really
and
good fight by
lost.
them. Uh, they didn't get enhanced by a giant.
An interesting choice. If they wait like 2
What the
seconds
heck?
more, they get EFG there. I feel like they're just gonna
What just happened?
push this and try to win off this, but like I really don't understand that decision. Why not just wait 2 seconds more and get EFG?
Yeah, for sure. Like, no one's ever gonna contest that. They have pretty much no relics. They have no
Look
one.
for it blinking in, ulting the back line. And that's a free Phoenix BMG going in, getting the stun from Achilles,
They
and
do have their ults up pretty much, so they could push mid here. They do have minions, but
yeah,
they
I
have
feel like
so much gold in hand as well.
they probably are just gonna take
Left tower and then
T2
just back
T2
off.
tower, back up, spend the gold, and then come to siege left. They will get an Oni Fury pretty soon too. That's gonna help to push anyway. But yeah, that's gonna be Deathbringer last item from Billy, and I think Big Joe trying to stop the back there, just mistimes to one.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he's going Deathbringer. I mean, obviously it's really good. No one has a Spectral, so going crazy is like wow. But that Achilles has so much health, and he's only building more health as well.
There's actually not that much HP in the build.
He has HP in every single item.
Spirit Robe doesn't have health,
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure Bluestone doesn't either. Does it? I kind of oh, it does. 200. Huh.
Bluestone is broken, to be honest.
I mean that I know Bluestone is broken, but huh. I somehow have missed that it has 200
Yeah, I don't
HP.
know why. I thought, oh my god, oh my god. Bakuzer can definitely 1v3 them here, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just full build
Massive
with
damage from him.
Protector too. To
Yeah,
be
he
fair,
has.
Protector doesn't help that much
I really like his build.
with that build,
40%
but
pen. He's got even more shred from the stone cutting. He's got kins. He's got golden blade. Ooh, massive ult from the Artemis.
Ginger, yeah,
Oh,
blink ult there from the Artemis, killing Laga like pretty much instantly. I feel like we are looking at the end of the game here. Yep, Albi just dies before even
Lina still has ult. She's
making
not
into
even.
ult. Gep Gep also still has ult.
Oh, there's a Lina
There's
ult.
Morrigan ult, and that's just gonna be the game.
I honestly thought that Artemis going blink was gonna be their downfall, but as soon as I saw the Achilles had frenzy instead of blink or anything to engage, then I didn't really care much. And I guess Artemis didn't care either because he doesn't really need ages against an Achilles that can't even engage. So
Yeah, the Spaced Out were just being much more proactive team the whole time.
yeah, we had
They were doing the engaging almost whole time, so I feel like in that kind of situation you can go blink on Artemis when you know that
you're
you're
just so far
probably not
ahead.
gonna get, and that too, you were so far ahead.
Yeah, I
You know,
mean
you
we
can
had
get away with the engaging with blink yourself, and it
he,
is really powerful. if you
Yeah,
can
and
get
it
away with
clearly
playing
worked.
Artemis.
Clearly worked really, really well. He just one-tapped that Jingwei like she's nothing, pretty much.
Yeah, it just couldn't do anything.
It was a really good game by the Spaced Out team, I feel like. They were invading every single camp, the Bakazur and the Kukulin, I mean. Kukulin was proxying, Artemis was just destroying the Jingwei lane. He was taking purples, he wasn't allowing her to farm, he was taking all the farm, and then Morgan was just free farming, free casting, she was doing anything she wanted. I feel like it was just a really, really good game by Spaced Out, to be honest. He couldn't have gone better, I don't think.
Yeah, it was a really good team effort. They were just winning everywhere, literally from solo to duo lane,
Mm.
pretty much doing whatever they want out of that one fight, except that one fight where they just tried to pull that FG.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I guess they did troll that one fight, but they brought it back, so.
yeah, they were just so much ahead that losing one fight didn't matter that much.
I mean, to be honest, Brigade had the chance to pull the game back, but for some reason they decided to not do anything with fire. So I didn't really understand that by then. They finally had their one chance, and I wouldn't say they wasted it because they did farm a lot. Like the Hugh Huang finally got to Morgan's level. Achilles got higher level than Kukul and all of that. But I feel like they should have definitely pushed towers or gold or pyro, anything. Quite literally anything. But
Yeah, they were playing a bit scared with the Fire Giant because I feel like that gap, level gap, and build gap should have been gotten a little smaller with the Fire Giant buff. But I mean, they had that fight with the FG buff, but I feel like the fight just the shot. I feel like the shot calling was the problem there. I mean, obviously I can't know because I can't hear it, but I feel like they should have really been a better shot calling in that fight. It
yeah,
was
I
just
also think the biggest problem in their team fights was the fact that they were allowing the Kukulin and the Bakazur to start team fights, which obviously should never allow Kukulin and Bakazur to start team fights because Bakazur is just gonna shred your backline. So that Achilles not getting a blink was really bad by him in my opinion because their backline was just free casting, completely free casting. Morgan was literally going in Brigade's backline, Artemis was going in their backline. That Achilles was pretty much serving as a support, if you know what I mean.
I mean, yeah, the Capri just got so much behind he couldn't do much in any
Yeah.
fight. He just got focused and dead and could
He was
die
so far
before he
behind that
even
anyone
ult.
could have killed him. I mean, you saw the Bakazura like autoed him for 3 or 4 times, and he was already lower than half HP. He was just so far behind.
Yeah, for the game 2, I don't even know what Winter Brigade should do after this. I mean,
I think
probably out of the all the gods from the space set, I feel like if they are gonna ban anything, I feel like Bakasura and the Morrigan should be the bans.
mm, I don't think Bakazura was the biggest problem. I feel like it was just a engage difference, but I think the Morgan should definitely be a ban. It's a ban worthy god.
I mean, Bakasura itself wasn't the biggest problem, but I feel like they really need to put BMG on something different.
Yeah, I think Bakazura was only a really big problem because of how much he was allowed to do in the backline without gaining anything back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which
he
is
was
why I
allowed to.
think the hero would be really good there because he could just knock him up, one, ult, Bakazura dead. Easy like that. And if he's not dead, then Jingwei can just finish him off or just you'll have to run away to base or something, right?
And there's the Bakasura ban. I would have liked the Morrigan being the first ban there, but
We see a Mercury ban as well.
Mercury ban.
They are
Yeah,
really afraid of these junglers.
the AA assassins are just gonna get.
A Baba
And
Yaga.
now they have to decide if that's gonna be a Kali ban or a Morrigan. I really don't think that Space Out is gonna be first picking the Morrigan, but I also don't know if Winter Brigade. And there is the Morrigan ban.
Ooh, now
That
that
is
is what I
good.
like.
That does leave the Kali open though.
Honestly, I think I'd much rather go against a Kali at this point than a Morgan because we already know that they can make team comps around the Morrigan to make team fights work. So I think I'll much rather go against the Kali. Oh, but they
Oh
do have
yeah,
the
and
Ravana open.
Ravan.
Oh no.
That also. I feel like they just the Winter Brigade has to pick Kali here because allowing both Ravan and Kali to one team that's
That
just
would
not
be
fun times.
really, really see.
I would assume that is gonna be the Ravana solo for Spark.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
That
There's
is
no
where we're mainly seeing the Ravana with the mitigation build lately.
way it
Or
will be
un-
both
un-
Raven the jungle.
unless your name is Cyclone Spin and you play him ADC. But yeah, I feel like Winnie Brigade is just gonna be thinking really hard what to pick here.
Do you think they'll be going for a more aggressive comp or a even more safe comp, which obviously
I
didn't work out
mean,
very well for them, but
duo lane, I feel like they can even go more safe. And there's the answer for that. That's gonna be a lot more on the aggressive side. No Kali. Hercules, which I would assume is gonna be
honestly,
support.
I'd love to see a Kali from Spaced Out right now. I'd actually love to see a Kali from them.
I mean, if it's gonna be Ravana and Kali in the same team, I'm ready to call it 2-0 already.
Yeah, no.
No, nothing against Wiener Brigade, but Ravana and Kali in the same team, especially a team like Spaced Out.
I mean, if they do get Ravan and Kali, all the backline has to do is just get self-peeling gods, not die, and then just let the Ravna and the Kali just carry the game.
Well, they already have Merlin, which is not exactly the most self-peeling card I've seen.
No, I mean, Spaced Out's backline, I mean.
I mean, yeah, Spaced Out backline. I mean, if they get Ravana and Kali, they can pretty much get anything because they can just leave their support to peel for the backline. Anyway,
Fenrir.
Fenrir and Poseidon.
Fenrir for the jungle?
I mean, probably a Fenrir jungle. I've seen Big Man Jesus play him pretty well.
Okay,
Poseidon is probably gonna be. I mean, I assume it's gonna be the mid lane. That is pretty good.
Fenrir
Team
is
comp
pretty good,
already.
of course, but
Cthulhu pick from Wiener Brigade kind of confirms that it's gonna be Hercules support. As I
and this is where
assumed.
we see a Hercules jungle.
Um, I honestly, I really don't want to see that. Chernobog. They're really focusing on Billy's Cutbull here, Rob with Rom and Artemis bans. But to be fair, I really don't think that you can ban out Billy. These are his best cards are out, but he's probably still gonna be played just fine. And there's the Kali ban. Just in case. Because if they are putting this Fenrir into the jungle themselves, then they were not gonna pick the Kali anyway. Even though it would have been really good into this Cthulhu and Hercules, but I feel like with the Winter Brigade having the first pick after the bans, they just wanted to make sure. And
Bust
it's gonna
it.
be
Hmm.
bested. I'm
I'm gonna be honest,
not.
these are some really weird picks in my opinion. The Fenrir against the Marley and the Hercules, the Basta against the Poseidon and the Fenrir, but like, don't hate it at the same time.
I mean, I'm really not feeling this bested into Poseidon and Ravana,
I
and
mean,
now Ganesh.
yeah.
I feel like if in that this is terrible matchups for Bastet. Like if you're jumping in, you're gonna get silenced, crippled immediately, stunned by Fenrir. This is this
Yeah, I
I
mean,
really
I
don't
feel
get
like
this pick.
no matter what Shito plays here for picks here for the ADC, I feel like Spaced Out just completely outdrafted them. Like
Yeah, this
literally
is.
completed them.
There are a few like Hercules. Well, it is for the aggression on lane.
For sure.
But then again, there's Medusa who has knock up immune dash. Poseidon is not fun for the Hercules with the cripples.
I mean, this Hercules is gonna have to focus on Ganesha because if he even if he plucks the Medusa, Ganesha is gonna be there to either root him or silence him. So you can't really pluck anyone ever besides the Ganesha. So I
Yeah,
really
this
enjoy the Ganesha pick here against the Basta and the Hercules. He's gonna be
and
really good, I think.
if it's gonna be Hachiman, I'm not sure about this. I mean, it is safe, which is it's
A
gonna be
Shibolanke!
Shibalanke.
Oh
I feel
no!
like I like that a bit more than I would have liked the Hachiman. I mean, Hachiman is really safe,
I don't
but
like either of them against the Fenrir. This Fenrir is just gonna be running the ADCs down. They
okay,
needed
that is a
something.
fair point.
They needed something with either a leap or an Artemis or an AMC to cripple him. And instead they
Artemis,
go a Shibalanke and a Hachiman, two gods that only have dashes. So Fenrir can just um brutalize you all the way. He can
and it's
quite literally
also
one-shot you.
Shibalanke doesn't have his old CC immune ult for the Fenrir, so he's just gonna have to use beads every time. Yeah, I feel like this draft is just, I mean, spaced out, just outdrafted very heavily this.
Yeah, I mean, at first I really didn't enjoy the Fenrir into the Merlin and Hercules, but now I'm like, wow, Fenrir is just 200 IQ pick. The whole game, these people have just been doing 200 IQ plays and builds I've never seen, and it's just working. It's just amazing. I don't get it. They just predict the future, I guess. They're just that good.
I
I do
really hope
wonder.
we're,
Sorry,
I
go on.
really hope we're gonna see the Bombus Hammer Poseidon. I really like that build.
It's so
I
toxic,
don't,
but I love it.
I don't think we will, but that would be fun.
I do wonder if Lagazaros, like, what made him pick Shibalanke into their comp.
I don't.
Shibalanke is his comfortable pick. I mean,
Guess so.
being comfortable pick or not is not. Oh,
I mean,
I don't know, man.
I always like comfort picks over meta picks, but there's also the
I,
fact that
I'm
your comfort pick should have something
yeah, but
depending on the team
I'm
comps.
I'm not talking about meta picks. Like he can pick whatever he wants. But Shibalanke and Hachima are quite literally the worst two gods he could have picked here.
I mean, Hachiman at least,
Yeah, Hachima at least has CC immune ult, so that would
uh,
have been better over the Shibalanke.
and if you dash towards the Fenrir, you can stop the Brutalize with the stun. You still take like 2 ticks,
Yeah, true.
but yeah, and I
Shibalanke ult
really don't
can,
feel like this Shibalanke is gonna do much in this lane.
can help Merlin snowball. It's gonna be really hard to snowball against the Poseidon in the first place.
Yeah, Merlin also seems a bit. Well, the team comp in general seems a bit all
I
over
don't
the
mind the
place.
Merlin. The Merlin is gonna destroy the Raven in my opinion, but I don't think there'll be any snowballing coming from Merlin against the Poseidon. I could be wrong, obviously. Like, I could be absolutely wrong. This Merlin could completely, absolutely destroy the Poseidon somehow. But Poseidon is so much more early game than the Merlin is, and so is the Fenrir than the Bastet is, so I just don't see. So I just don't see the Merlin ever snowballing the Poseidon, even with Shibalanke ult.
Yeah, and also I feel like the Hercules pick is also a bit weird when you look at the full comps because the rest of the Weiner Brigade's picks are quite late game heavy. Cthulhu for the team fights, Merlin, Xbalanque for the late game, and then you pair it with Hercules, who is usually there just for the early aggression.
Yeah, and worst is it's gonna be really hard to peel from a Ravana as a Hercules, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's just basically no way to peel that. Herc is just gonna 2 your 1 any day.
Oh, this is the start I was talking about. Oh, but if Henry is going to back camps, does he get level 2 off that? He doesn't. That was really weird.
I mean, he should be in time for part of the wave at least. Should. He's a little bit delay level 2, but it's
There
still
you go.
level 2 from first wave, so it doesn't actually matter. And he should be actually a bit ahead in farm compared to Bastet.
I don't know, because Bastet did get the midwave, whereas the Fenrir only got like 2 harpies, 2 arties, I mean. Something like that.
I feel like he still got most of the wave. Poseidon can just stall it. Action going on in the
Oh,
duo. Lack of using the
big damage by
dash,
the
but
Xbalanque.
good poke, but I think that's just gonna be it. I'll be looking for the blocks. Billy dodges it, and it's just gonna be it. Good poke, but
Honestly, I
that's
was expecting the Ganesh and the Medusa to win the early game, but I guess not. I mean, in all
I
fairness,
mean,
they did throw a little bit by staying on the Harpy instead of engaging on them, or just dropping Harpy and just taking free damage, but they secured the Harpy at least, but now they lose all lane pressure. So, was it really that worth it?
oh, that is also why you pick Hercules for the lane pressure,
For sure.
because you're just gonna hit harder. BMG chasing the. Okay, and it's gonna be
Ooh!
first possibility. Really good stun there from Mitch. I'll be going a bit too eager. Trying for the blocks. Dies right for the first blood, and that is not promising for Lagosaurus here.
No, that is really not promising. He wasn't able to get beads, he wasn't able to get anything. I mean, they got shell, but that was not now. But, I don't know. What did he expect was gonna happen there? Ganesha had the root still. Medusa still had beads, so whatever happens, even if he hits the plug, he still dies. He has a whole wave attacking him. He has Medusa attacking him. He has Ganesha root, Medusa root. There's no way he ever gets out of there alive.
Yeah, there's no way he's not even gonna get the push, even if he gets the block. So that's
Oh, by the
just
way, is Ganesha with, is Poseidon with Boombas, by the way?
there we go. I knew Lina would come through for me.
Oh, I'm gonna love this late game. This is gonna be so toxic.
And there's also a little bit different the support builds here. Ganesha going for the benevolence, while Hercules going for the, I guess, standard.
Sentinels.
Oh yeah, I was gonna call it Watcher's Gift, but that's the old one.
Oh,
Look,
oh.
looking for the plaque again.
You can't
Misses
block
and
it.
gets
You're right
silence.
there.
He's just gonna get silence any day.
Do you think this Marlin is going for the exact same build he went last game? The Kronos into the Staff of Mirrodin.
Starting to look like it. I mean, the Chrono start on Merlin is pretty common, I'd
I mean,
say. Good
yeah, no,
stun on Mitch, and I feel, good peel, but good ult from Billy, but that's also good ult from I'll be there to secure the kill.
but that is Xbalanque's beat, so Fenrir can come anytime and just, honestly, just kill him. I think Fenrir can actually one-tap the Xbalanque. He's already got Jotun, so he's got a massive power spike. He has ult, while Xbalanque does not have beads.
Yeah, I feel like
So,
those beats were also very unnecessary, even though he got hit by the Medusa ult there.
no, I
It
mean, no
was
matter what happens, the Hercules gets that kill 1,000,000% of the times. Because it wasn't even Xbalanque to get the kill anyway, it was the Hercules with the ult. Ooh, Spark Fear
Spark getting the
Able. to steal
Stealing
the
the
blue.
blue out of them, that's gonna be a bit problematic for the Cthulhu. Always feels bad to be a Guardian solo when you don't get your blue.
Yeah.
And BMJ over there securing the, making sure they get the totem too. So no MP5 either for the Cthulhu. That is not a fun feeling.
I'm surprised he's playing around the soul liner right now. He should know by now that Shablanka does not have any beats.
Yeah, surprised we haven't seen much of BMJ at all so far. He's also fallen a bit behind of Panchi. Panchi already getting level 6. BMJ just hitting it now. Also a bit little for Merlin in mid lane, but like not even half a level. Spaced out, taking it slow around mid lane now. Supports have come over. Good push, but not much gonna come for it. Cheetah just gonna put a bit burn, and that's gonna be a dead,
Ooh,
looking like a dead Hercules to me. That's gonna be a very dead Hercules.
that was a really good stun by the Fenrir into a really good ult.
And there's gonna be the rotation from solo. That's gonna be it's used from Bastet, and she gets out.
So I know this was a good fight by Spaced Out. Obviously, it was really good by them. But I feel like if this Fenrir doesn't come to Shibalankai, then this game could go a whole different way than we thought it was gonna go. Oh, there he is. He's on the Shibalankai now. But you don't have ult now.
Yeah, but ult is already down. Shibalanka speeds are gonna be back up soon. So it's just gonna. I mean, I feel like they could start also just abusing this Hercules who decided to go blink first relic. If he can catch the Hercules with the stun and ult again, they can just ult him under tower, cracking him. He's just gonna die every time. There's not much you can do about that. And Hercules from behind just feels terrible to play, especially Hercules support. Because you can't do the normal Hercules thing where you just walk from
Yeah, walk
enemies'
up to
faces.
them. Yeah.
Just some boxing on the dual lane. Good, really good overhead kick from Spark there. Dodging Hercules driving strike. BMJ's around here coming. He already has the ult back up. They honestly could look Albi again. I feel like Albi realizes that and he's just.
I am
He
surprised
is.
to see the Medusa. Oh, is that? I'm surprised to see the Medusa being not one level up, but having XP lead on the Shibalanka, considering Shibalanka seems to have lane pressure. Every time we look back to duo, Shibalanka always has lane pressure.
He's pretty even when we've seen it. I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like the first blood for the Medusa helps it. Spaced out slow and steady, like getting a lead again. Already 1,000 gold lead. BMJ getting a bit caught up there, but should be fine. Rotation to dual lane from Bastet. I feel like Billy might be in trouble here. He is pretty low already, and Bastet is around here, yes.
Oh.
That's.
Oh.
Ooh, just slightly misses the ult, but
Oh,
Hercules is here,
Hercules
and
is here.
that should be a
Hopefully it
kill.
doesn't steal the kill. Why is Bastet tanking it? Oh, he got it. Is
That's a
that
good.
dead Bastet? Oh,
No, that's
didn't commit on. They need to take this fight. Space Brigade needs to take this fight and play it properly.
Weiner Brigade is
Oh no.
actually winning the fight. I feel like there was a.
Definitely Space Brigade.
Actually, I'm surprised BMJ doesn't ult there because Hercules doesn't have beads. Best it does, so that's not an option. But yeah, if they are just old Hercules there, he will die.
I
I
mean, I
guess
feel
a
like
good.
the Basset could have died there, but Poseidon did kind of miss his ult. Not completely, but he didn't hit the whirlpool, and he also kind of missed the center of the ult, which is where most of your damage is anyway.
I mean, yeah, it
So
was kind of split evenly between the people, but only hitting the edge part to everyone.
yeah, and then when the bastard jumped in, the Poseidon didn't put a whirlpool down. They could have definitely have killed the bastard at least 4 speeds against that.
I mean, you can just jump back because the cripple takes like half a second to apply. But yeah, definitely could have been one kill there. BMJ ulting, getting Cheetah there.
Marlin does have
And
beats, he just opts to not use them.
yeah,
That's a
I'm
weird
pretty
play.
sure. I'm really pretty sure he had them at the start of the fight too.
Yeah, he did.
Didn't beat the Fenrir, didn't beat the silence,
Go on,
and just
dash in,
dies
dash in,
for it.
dash in. Oh. Oh, nice.
No need. Lynette gets the kill with the Kraken.
And this is a Pyromancer call, I feel. Oh no, they're going for tower instead. Well, this Ravni
Uh,
is destroying the Cthulhu. But he has no mana, so he can't ult into the Cthulhu's tower. Unfortunate.
Cthulhu deciding to go for the Warlocks here.
I feel like that is the one problem with this Ravana build. You never have any mana. Because you just don't
I
have
mean,
any
yeah,
MP5 with this build at all.
well, yeah, that is the problem. But I also feel like Cthulhu here should have just gone like defense first. Just no Warlocks in this build.
Yeah, but if
Which,
he does
which
that, he's gonna be really hard for him to claim minions, especially against an assassin that's going damage.
I mean, it should be fine with the new conduit gem buffs. You're getting 40 true damage
Ooh,
on
Brigade
minions.
pushing Gold
Weiner Brigade,
Fury.
Gold Fury, pull, and this
And
should
Spaced
be
Out has no
quite
idea.
freed. Mitch is gonna be here with the ult, but
If he
that's a
steals it, he's just because
misses
for
the
it.
ult, and yeah,
No,
they
Brigade
secure
gets it.
it, and they're just gonna walk away.
Really good
Really
call by
good,
Brigade.
yeah, really good pull from Weiner Brigade. Just pulling that gold lead to 2,000 now. Just caught. I mean, think Spaced Out actually had the vision on Gold Fury Pit, or didn't they just put that ward down there
No,
now?
yeah, they only just got it.
Yeah. Good timing from Weiner Brigade to realize Spaced Out was backing out and didn't have any vision on Gold Fury. But yeah, still good leads on almost every side. Fire Giant near the Fire Giant. But yeah. And yes, this Merlin is going the exact same build as he was with the
Oh my
Yuhan.
god. I mean, honestly, I don't mind Stafford Merlin on Merlin. He's probably one of the only few or maybe couple of gods I don't mind Stafford Merlin in. Because he can actually apply with his ult, he can actually use all the CDR. Oh,
PMG jumping in, getting a stun. Ah, that's an unfortunate miss on Ravana ult. But still, I think getting was that
it's
bastard
Poseidon.
beats.
You're gonna get pushed into tower, you're gonna die. Oh
Lena
no,
just
and
going
once
for
again he
it
misses.
and not getting, forcing the shell out of Mitch there. Just to peel. I feel like Lena is just feeling
Oh,
herself
massive
a bit too
Hercules
much.
ult.
That's gonna be good ult from Cthulhu, getting the kill on Lena.
They can definitely still fight this. Oh, never mind, Lackazor is here.
Spark is dead now too. Yeah, Space Out just going a little bit too far.
Yeah, Lena went definitely way too
Just a little
far.
deep. Feel
Not
like
only
they're
did she miss the whirlpool, she missed the ult as well again on that Basta, and then she didn't miss the Hercules dash. Maybe she thought the Hercules was just gonna let her walk out for free.
yeah, I don't know. They are still in the lead,
Yeah,
but
Medusa does get that tier 1 tower.
not by much. And if they keep taking fights
That's a
like this,
1v2 from the Fenrir in right lane.
Fenrir
Oh, he
is
actually killed.
he is not gonna win this
No.
fight.
I feel like he should have stayed on Cthulhu because he could definitely have killed him. He would die for it, but honestly, it's 100% worth it. Oh my god.
Bill A just casually
Ooh.
1v3 and getting a kill.
Beats from the Shibalanka.
Yeah, I
Those are really
feel like
weird bits because he was gonna die anyway. The Medusa was gonna die anyway. The Merlin was there. Even if the Merlin wasn't there, Shiblanka that could have just chased the Medusa out really easily.
yeah, that's a bit. I feel
I
like
guess I guess he just wanted to kill super badly, but he didn't even end up getting it. So
those are just reflex beats. I do that all the time. Just beats on reflex. Just
the Medusa
in
shield from the
inside.
Ravana is of the normal full mitigation defense build. He's doing more power. How do you think this is gonna work out? Because normally,
I
if
mean,
you're going Ravenous solo with this build, you want to get Lona's Mask to be as tanky as you can.
the items are there, but yeah, you normally you do loco like Soul Eater, Glad Shield, Lonos, then some magical
Only
defense.
hunters and
Yeah,
everything.
only hunters
Hero,
and then Spirit Robe. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it is decent because it does amplify the heal from
yes,
uh,
but Lona's Mask
Soul
takes
Eater,
that
but
heal
yeah,
away anyway.
I mean that's kind of counteracting the thing because if you go Soul Eater, you still want to heal some. So,
Mm,
but
suppose
I
Fire
this is
Giant
not
being pulled by the spaced out. Oh,
Pyromancer. That's a good,
yeah,
good,
Pyromancer.
oh, good
Really
ult
good
on
ult
from
by the
Weiner.
Poseidon. Oh, Poseidon's still in the Pyromancer. You see Ravana chasing the
The bastard, damn
Bastet.
bastard's gonna die.
Medusa
Meanwhile,
almost soloing the
meanwhile,
ship. Blanke.
be like getting the better on the 1v1 against like a Soros spaced out, really
Sparkfire is still
chasing this
chasing
fight
them.
down.
I mean, they
They're
can
really.
definitely still fight this. I
Oh,
feel like.
unfortunate,
Oh
unfortunate
no.
miss from Olvi there. And just
Oh,
okay,
they
he
can
now
definitely kill the Hercules.
yeah, Hercules is just dead. I feel like there's another communication mistake there. Big Joe and Cheeto are already going back. LB just keeps going forward and dies for that. Should have just backed after he misses the one. There was not much kill potential after that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they should definitely pull a Gold Fury considering Brigade has no relics at all. Well, they do have relics, but compared to Spaced Out, they've got no relics. And there's one dead from the Brigade team, so that was definitely the Gold Fury call.
Yeah, starting to look a bit like game one again.
Well, I
Just,
mean, they're only
I mean,
3k gold up, 18 minutes into the game, so that's not too bad compared to the first game.
yeah, it definitely. Weiner Brigade definitely has played this game better than the game one. They have won team fights too. Well, that one fight was spaced out, going way too deep.
Wait,
On
both of
their
them got the obelisk?
side.
What?
That's just a bug. It on spectator
Oh yeah,
sometimes
only
shows.
Space Out scored it. I was like, what the heck was that?
Yeah, it's just spectator sometimes shows that both teams got it, but yeah, spaced out got it. Just might be spectator things.
Smite being Smite. Love to see it.
But yeah, looking at builds here,
I see Buster
both hunt.
going Trunks in second and Sully the third. A little late to be
Actually,
stacking.
I mean, Trench in the second, I have no problems,
Yeah,
but
Trunks in the second is
Soul
fine.
Eater third is a bit late. Also, I don't like Soul Eater in general on jungle.
Yeah, I don't.
Bassett
It doesn't
holding
have enough
there,
power.
just missing on BMG. Let's Bassett ult down. I really don't feel like this Bassett has
Jesus
done,
Christ.
and they're just good route from Panchi there saves his life, but this
This damage
Raven is
from the
just.
Ravana is just insane.
I mean, that's what happens when you don't go to Lonos.
Oh, here's finally the 1v1 I've been wanting. He's dead. He's completely
Yeah,
dead.
he's just yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even.
Even one
'Cause-
level ahead, he
okay,
wasn't able to do anything. He knew he was
yeah,
dead.
yeah, good call from Legosaurus there not to use the beads,
I
because
mean,
it would have not
actually,
saved him.
maybe if he beats the ult and then ages the brutalize, he could have had a chance considering he has crit.
I mean,
I could be wrong.
maybe there, but he was already pretty low because he was gonna take the old damage anyway, even if he beats that. So he was gonna
Oh,
be
Medusa being forced to use the ages from the fire giant knockup. Busted
uh this
behind.
this this fight is really spread out again. Yeah, Billy's in trouble here.
Nice.
Oh,
But
gets a
Medusa
kill,
dies for
gets
it.
a kill on Hercules, but dies anyway.
Merlin
Okay,
is just
Joe.
free classing. Someone needs to go on that Merlin. He's doing all the damage you want.
Yeah, Cheetos somehow still full HP after all that. Spaced out are really poked out, so they don't get anything out of this anymore.
I mean, it was a
Okay,
really weird fire giant pull by them in the first place, because I think this Ravener must have a lot of gold in hand, because he hasn't backed in a while. So that was a really weird fire giant by them. Yeah,
yeah,
there he is.
I feel like Spaced Out is pulling this fire giant just to test the response from Weiner Brigade, but after the fights after those pulls have been kind of bad
Yeah,
from
they've
both of
been
them.
really good for the Brigade, if anything.
Also, how do you feel about this toxic blade on this Poseidon?
I love it. I feel like if you're going Boombas and you're going this build, then you definitely need attack speed. And I don't know who he's gonna build now, either Soul Eater or Poly. I'm gonna love not Soul Eater, Soul Reaver, sorry. I'm gonna love it, both of them, but I also think he should build one more ring just to proc that Boombas even faster.
I mean, you can only proc the Bombas when your cooldowns are up, so
Oh yeah, no, I know, but obviously the more attack speed you have, the quicker you can AA cancel.
that is true. And looks like Peachy's just gonna die to
Oh,
BMJ here.
oh,
Misses
no.
the jump, but
Nice.
Brutalize finishes the kill. And meanwhile, they were also getting the Pyromancer.
We do see Alona's Mask coming for the Ravana. Will he
So
ult?
that's gonna
Yes, he
be.
did. Look how much damage the ult. Look how much damage the Ravana is doing, and look how tanky he is.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have the Lona's Mask yet with the
E-
build.
Even when he does get Alona's Mask, he's still gonna be doing so much damage because he's got that Warding Sigil and he's got the Caduceus, the Glad Shield, and the Soul Eater. It
The Glad
doesn't
Shield
make
is
any sense.
gonna do most of the work after the Lona's Mask is gonna be
True.
completed. I feel
True.
like. But
I
yeah,
do wish he did
that is
go.
gonna be the problem,
I do wish he did
or
go Spear
already
Robe
is.
instead of Caduceus, just to make sure he has 40% CDR. And just because I feel like this is gonna be kind of useless in the first place,
I
to be
mean,
honest.
I guess it's for the fact that the enemy doesn't have that much hard CC, so
True.
there's not
Yeah,
that
very true.
much things to proc the Spirit Robe.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just
100%
only
right.
like Hercules and Cthulhu. I mean, I guess Merlin can use the 2 or the ult for that, but I feel like you're just gonna do that anyway. So spaced out, looking to grip around fire here.
Alright, this memory definitely needs a Heartseeker. He does so much damage to the Cthulhu, and with a Heartseeker, it's gonna be insane. Especially because he's gonna put him at 40% penetration as well. Oh, Fenrir jumping on the Bastard. Bastard 1 HP, and she's not dead.
Good stun from the Cthulhu, saves the bastard. And but meanwhile, Bill is getting the kill on
Oh,
Cheeto.
Cthulhu 1 HP running
Cthulhu
tower.
forced to ult, and Lena
Ooh, nice.
does
Cthulhu
does
is dead.
does get the kill on Cthulhu there. Yeah, that was
Good
Soul Reaver
kill.
that's really helping
Ooh.
in there.
If BMJ jumped in place when that bastard jumped, he could have killed the bastard. She doesn't have beat, so she'll just be pretty much a statue to all the damage.
Meanwhile, rest of the space out just doing the fire giant for free.
And it looks like the Hercules is gonna die as well. Being chased out by 4 players. Oh no, he's still
Trebuchet
alive.
with the huge wave of archers on the right side is probably just take care of this. Well, Ravan is also
And the
here,
Ravna and everyone else.
so that's gonna fall.
Are they going to keep pushing right? I think they are. Yes, they are. Ooh,
Well, that's a Gillen Bastet.
J&J
I
getting
feel
that.
like that definitely gonna be pushing the right. And with the Trebuchet, I feel like they just should. Their LB is getting really low. It's just gonna
So,
be dead right Phoenix.
it's like you said, Brigade doesn't really have much CC, but then we see a Ganesha going Speed Rope. What do you
I
think
mean,
about that?
that's just a good item anyway. And Ganesh is just gonna be in Hercules' face anyway, so I'm never against a spirit row, but I also understand why Ravana didn't
This,
want it.
this Medusa is just getting bullied. She can't play the game. Everyone's targeting her.
Ravana's just doing Ravana things now. Literally losing no
Oh, the
HP
1
going in.
HP. Oh
Getting
my
the kill on
god.
Legosaurus there, while Lina also got a kill on
He's
Cheeto.
1v3 against Cthulhu, Shabalanke, and the Titan is still half HP and killed the back of the Shabalanke. Oh, but we see Bastard doing a lot of damage.
Good Aegis from Billy there. Bastet
Oh, she
ulting,
needs to
but
turn around and use that Atalanta's heal. They could definitely end the game. Ooh, really good plug by the Hercules.
yeah, I think
And
that's
this
gonna be
game
the
was
game.
spaced out.
I'll be just trying to get a kill on Billy there,
Oh
but he's
no.
oh good dodge from Big G there,
On
and that's gonna be the end of LB there.
and
And Big Joe is
GG.
just gonna yep. That's the DS side, and that's the game. That's the game. Two looked at the start. It looked better for Weiner Brigade, but in the end,
Yeah, as soon as the
ended
Ravener
way.
completed the build and the Poseidon got to late game, it was just there was quite literally nothing they could do against spaced out. But they did play the early and the mid game a lot better. I will say that. I
Yeah,
think
I
it was
feel like
just
that was just a good draft from Spaced Out, definitely.
yeah, just a comp diff really. Honestly, it was skill diff because feel like both teams played really well that game, but at late game it just got to the Ravena and Poseidon diff.
Yeah, and I also think that this Bastet just didn't do enough.
I mean, she couldn't really do much against that Ganesha and Poseidon, really.
I mean, yeah, the pick also into this comp was also really weird. There was so many guys that she was not good against, so I'm not sure if that was like a comfort issue or what was the point of the pick, but just couldn't do what you need your jungle to do.
Fenrir still had top damage. He's 5-0 and 8. I mean, he did play really well. Even though he didn't really come to the Shabalanka like I thought he should, he still played really well. And the Shabalanka is still level 19 anyway.
Yeah, and there really was not need. They got Billy a bit ahead with the first plot, and then one just. Uh, I mean, no offense to anyone, but I feel like Billy is just stronger ADC player than Lega, so they just decided that he can just
I mean, the
stay
basket
in
they
lane
can.
and
Sorry, go on.
yeah, yeah, sure.
Heck yeah.
Hello.
Yo,
Hello, hello.
hello.
I was just talking about you,
Oh, thank you.
Wait, who is this?
even complimenting you. This is Ginger Archer Billy.
Oh, bro, you bullied.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Oh, God.
It's good fun. See, I take it out in Smite games because I can't do it at work.
I mean, I feel like that's a bit that's a healthier choice.
Yeah, absolutely. This is where my anger goes. My anger goes to just zoning lag off of lane and then taking his tier 1 when he rotates.
They're just picking Artemis with Blink and then just one shot in the enemy backline, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
that's
where
been
your
an
anger
old
goes.
favourite. I've been looking to pull that out for ages. I
I
love
mean,
Artemis. She's my favourite hunter,
yeah,
like by
it clearly
far.
worked. It clearly flipping worked, especially with a Morgan in your team.
Yeah, honestly, I thought we picked those two up quite early. I was a little bit tentative, especially when the Osiris came in.
Yeah.
It can really sort of counter both of them. Is also why you saw the Vamana ban coming in, second round of picks, because you're just thinking things that can run at us and kill us. Those are two really good examples, but we're just lucky. They never really initiated much after a couple of Fire Giant fights, and we could just poke, get
Yeah,
momentum, find people out of position.
which is exactly what I was saying at the end of the first game. The Achilles went frenzy instead of blink, so I was just there like, how are they expect to initiate? They're just gonna let Bacchus and the Kukula initiate on enemy backline. They're gonna win that fight 100% of the time because Achilles can't do anything. Because Gabriel was initiating with Achilles since Achilles didn't have blink, and Gabriel was just getting destroyed anyway. So considering he was so far behind.
Yeah. In fairness, it should have been I think it should be just be the Osiris initiating with the Achilles at that stage, but
Yeah, for sure.
it
But
it, it was made difficult. I know like Achilles actually played quite well. I feel he did well in his
no,
lanes and was trying to do well in the team fights. It was I can
yeah,
see the lack of engage, but
he played well. Yeah, it's like you said, the problem was the lack of engage, to be honest.
I gotta ask, what was the call on the game one Fire Giant? You could have waited 2 seconds for it to turn to
Oh,
EFG.
yeah.
we kind of just wanted to end.
I mean, yeah.
Totally didn't misplay there.
Yeah, totally, totally.
Yeah, no, that was
Honestly,
no. It was. We said it like after we taken the tier tower. It's like, hang on, why don't we wait for EFG? It's 30 minutes. But
Yeah, it was like a few seconds off, but I mean, in the end, didn't matter.
yeah, we
You
had the
won the game
pressure.
of that.
yeah, I was saying to Duck, you guys just got 200 IQ plays I would never understand in a million years. You guys are just that good. Honestly,
We,
that Fire Giant misplay wasn't actually a misplay. It was all planned out and calculated. It got you the win, didn't it? There you go.
yeah, I mean, 2 seconds later, someone might have respawned, right? And then knowing what I'm like, I would have tried to farm player damage, and
And
then we
then you
might not have
guys
won.
would have been wiped out and lost the game.
Exactly. I know
It's
I'm like
also
I get too into it.
it's also the psychological game, and then it also starts thinking about why didn't they do that. So
Yeah, just getting in there. We're living in their heads rent free. But no, fair play to Wieners. They did come out and they tried to take it to us. It's some good engagements, like the rotations game 2 and the tower. Like that was annoying.
yeah, game
Would
2
you?
was looking a lot better for Weiner Brigade there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
they got
gonna
their
say.
coordination a lot more.
What do you think happened in game two? Because you guys were winning. Don't get me wrong, but they were giving you guys a really tough fight until it got to that late game. What do
I
you think
think
that is?
they tried to put some early pressure onto duo lane. Just not let me bully as much, which is fair enough because if you can get a Gibelonke ahead, there's not many who can box him.
Yeah,
But
true.
the thing is, the mid game Medusa, just the flat damage is going to do more than his basics are. If they were going to do it, they could honestly have come to gank me more. After they got
Well,
that first kill, I'd use the beads and the ult, so I was fairly free. But
what I was saying to Duck is that I thought the Fenrir should have completely camped the Xbalanque because Xbalanque is just completely free
yeah,
for that Fenrir, right? So I'm really
yeah,
surprised the Fenrir only ganked him like was it once? I think
yeah.
maybe
Just didn't. I
twice.
mean, you say that, but like,
I mean, he
how
was
often did
100%. Yeah, he was
yeah?
100% fine in lane.
How
Like,
often did he step out of tower? Was the problem?
yeah, exactly. Like,
Like, it was
he was
it was a
completely
difficult
dominating.
gank. That was why at one point I just went to zoning the wave because like, well, if you're not going to step up, you're not going to farm. And at that stage, he had to force a rotation. I took the tier 1 tower. We'd taken Pyromancer. They got Gold Fury or something, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
that's
that worked.
also
It
in
worked
game
out
one.
for us. Yeah.
You guys had so many levels diff in like game one. It was unreal.
I think just as a whole, like we've got new players who've come in recently, but we're just clicking quite well.
Yeah.
Naturally because we've kept a lot of our core there.
I mean, yeah, you guys
So it's
play well
working
as a
out.
team. I
Yeah,
feel
and
like
this is
you
the thing.
guys play well.
Like in both the games that we've played, we've had Spark and Vile Blood coming in and doing really well. But in both of them, we've also had 3 of our core team, so we know how one another play, even if we're like shifting the roles around a little. Because
Wait,
of that, we're able to keep coordinating things.
so is Val a new member in the team?
Yeah, so there was a little bit of shift around a couple of games ago. Last week was our first game. We picked up Vile as a new support, and Sparks come in actually as a sub, but he's really sort of putting an argument around to be just playing because he's done really well so far in this solo lane. But both of them are new to the team, and they've just slotted in like they've been there for ages. They're really cohesive with us, so props to them. They've come in, they've not tried to change anything or do anything dynamic. They've just come in, done the job that's asked for them, and now they're really starting to find their feet and actually put their own mark onto games alongside doing what we need them to do. So really good additions. Great recruitment from Lena and Snowy on that front, and yeah, really good from those two. They're really showing their value.
Yeah, that was
Honestly,
really some really good peel from Mitch, especially in game one. I saw so many good shields,
Mhm.
and Spark was just running at the enemy team the whole time.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm not really one to talk, but Sparkfire played really, really well. Like, obviously, early game, mid game, but especially in team fights with Akukula and that Ravana. Like, he completely smashed it. You guys done really well, but he completely smashed it. No one was getting away from him. He was literally killing everyone with Kukulan and with Ravana, especially with Ravana, but that's just Ravana things. And
Yeah.
then with that Ganesh, I'm really surprised that he's a new member because you guys were playing that duo lane literally coordinated, you know what I mean? Like,
It's yeah,
especially on that first split when Hercules blinked in, it was just like instant
yeah.
turnaround on
Honestly,
him.
that was all Mitch. Like that caught me by surprise, but he got the dash onto the Hercules after the blink, which allowed me to get that first blood. That was all him. But like beyond that, we just it's communication is constant from everywhere on the map. Like if you hear the comms, there's just constant talk, but it's relevant. There's not like this all over the place. This is down. This is down. This is down. It's a case of can we look to do this collectively? And even if we're not there, we're talking about what's options on the map and where we can go. And I think that's what's allowing us to be so successful at the moment is that communication is really strong from every single member.
Yeah, because you guys didn't really have any moments, if any moments at all, where you guys were just not on pair, like, you know what I mean? So one guy went to one side, one guy went to another side. You guys were pretty much always knew where everyone was going, type of thing, and going with that person. Whereas Brigade was kind of scuffed, especially when they got that fire giant, which was their one chance to turn the game around. They had no idea what to do. I feel like everyone's just giving different calls, and that just kind of ruined the game for them in the first game.
It was tough for them. They could have taken tier ones, but the thing was, even with Fire Giant, they were at an 8k deficit.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
you
is
guys
very
fought
hard to
them.
fight into. Fire Giant maybe makes up half an item or an item, but like when you're against that lead already, then it becomes a case of you've got to try and engage. And as you said, they didn't have the blink, so for us it was just
Yep.
kind of a case of buying time.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the fire giant, no towers, no extra damage going their way, and you guys still won the fight anyway. So I feel like if they pushed the tier ones, that would have been even worse. But they had to try to do something. Which fair enough, they tried to do pyro, but they just couldn't. They couldn't do anything because they just had no engage. So you guys were literally just free casting on them, pretty much just poking out as much as he could. At one point, they had Fire Giant. The Kepri tried to initiate with the Achilles, and he was 1 HP in like 2 seconds. And instead of ulting himself, he ulted a full HP Jingwei.
I mean, I get that he's kind of trying to keep his team alive, right? So if that's the thing they say, if you're gonna die, use it. But it's just like the timings of things, and Wieners are still improving. Like as a team, we've seen this in recent games that they are getting better with what they're showing. And they will eventually get there. They've got some nice players there. They're a nice team. I think sometimes the cohesion goes a little bit. I don't know if it's like key shot callers, but they are improving. So I think they're going to get there, and I think people just need to not take them for granted, um, because they have got the ability there, and one of these days someone will get caught out by them.
What do you think they
So
need to improve the most then?
I think just in today's game, I think specifically, well, if you look at the support farm, it was very low in both the games, which we could punish quite easily because it nullified a lot of their front line.
But
But it's just being more consistent around plays. Like even if the plays don't work out, go for them. Like it seemed in game one, like they're hanging on a few different ideas and not committing. And at the end, they just commit to something. If it doesn't work, at least you've actually tried something, and if it doesn't work, so be it. But you've given it a go. So I think just being more focused and actually just going for plays a little bit more. If they're on, or if they're like 50-50, just give it a go. Because that's what makes it work out.
and
And
what
I
do you
feel
think
like
you
I feel
guys?
like they
Sorry, go
also
on.
should try to. There was a few moments where clearly not everyone was on the same page about the calls. They were a little bit getting separated in the fights, so that's definitely something to improve on.
I mean, they just need a shot caller or trust the person that is doing the calls. I don't know
Yeah,
which
just
one, which case it is, but that's all they need to do, really. But what do you think your team needs to improve then, or could do better?
Stop losing games in each split because we lost a game in each split now, and yeah, I don't think we should be. To be honest,
Why
I
do you
think
think you lost then? Because there must be a reason.
it's happened both times. I think in both the game, I don't even know what it is. I think a couple like in the games in question, a couple of times people's mentals have maybe gone, and we've stopped playing as we normally do, where we just play
Yeah.
comfortably. Like even in other games where we've fallen behind, we had times last week where we were behind against Benadryl Babylonians, and it didn't affect how we played. And I think a couple of times we have just let it affect how we played. But in both times after that split where we've lost the game, we've come back really strongly and absolutely dominated for the rest of it. So if we can maintain that sort of form and we maintain some consistency now, I'm like really looking forward to the rest of the season. King Kai's managed to take a single game off JBD yesterday. They've got to play Babylonians next. Well, things could shake up a bit. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watch your games again. You guys play
also
really
tell
well.
Lena to hit the Poseidon ult.
I know.
I will do just that.
I know.
All right. Thank you very much for having me, guys. Thank you for casting. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sure, you guys did a good
Thank
job.
you, Billy.
Cheers.